Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Brandon failed in level 1 of his cyber warfare, but thank God for a second chance. So now we're just going to wait for Brandon to come through as he fight through new levels and new devils, and hopefully we can get him into the podcast. But if you're watching this live, do us a big favor and share this broadcast to as many people as you can, because we want to talk about something very serious with a little funny twist to it. Just really get deep down. Oh, there he is. BD, you won that battle, bro. BD, I'm proud of you. You kept the faith.
I'm in the building.
You survived the cyber warfare. The devil didn't want this to happen, but you came through, brother.
And I think that today this is going to be a powerful podcast for the people.
I think so.
Okay? I think God's going to touch you with laughter today on today's podcast because the devil was trying to stop us from starting this podcast. But we're here.
Hey, that cyber warfare is real,
it's
man.
Real.
I'm glad you made it through, man.
I made it through. We are ready to start the podcast. Josh, you ready, Mike?
Hey, man, let me make sure. Yeah, I'm good. Let's roll.
Get your water, get your throat clear. You know what I'm saying? You good?
Let's ride, BD.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Good Guys Podcast. My name is Brandon Dixon. I am a happily married man and a humble father of 4. And as always, I am here with none other than the Honorable, the Reverend Joshua Esney.
The one and only BD, man. How you feeling, B?
I'm feeling good. It's a Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? The week almost halfway over. The podcast is doing good. Thanks to the people listening to the Good Guys Podcast. We are up to 40. Is it 41 or 42?
We at 42, man. We at Glenn. Was it Glenn Robinson?
At the Glenn Robinson number. We're at 42 subscribers. Our goal was 32 because I turned 32 last week. We actually have 42.
I just want to say thank you guys so much for signing up, man. I remember when I was at 42 subscribers, and now I'm at 47,000.
There you go.
And so I'm just glad. Hey, but you got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere. I know this is nothing to you, Josh. I know you have 43,000 subscribers, but it's a big deal.
47, bro. 47 and counting.
All right. You just stunted on me right there. That's okay. If you want to flex, nothing wrong with it.
No, I'm not flexing.
You built that.
Because you used to laugh. Yeah, I built that from the ground up, B.
It's okay. We're just getting started.
Took 9.
Here on the Good Guys Podcast. So with that said, if you enjoy the podcast, I'm going to say it every week. Go to the Good Guys channel, watch the video there, like it, comment, and subscribe.
And if you're watching the podcast, look down in the comments box. There's timestamps. If you don't want to hear our stuff about anything that you don't really like, you can jump. But I promise you, if you listen through the whole duration of the podcast, your belly will be full of laughter. And you'll be full of medicine.
Mm-hmm.
And all that good stuff. Anyway, let's get right into it, BD.
All right. We're going to get into it. And we're going to start, as usual, with the weekly airing of Grievances. Today's weekly airing of Grievances is a pretty simple one. I don't have a long, drawn-out monologue or anything like that. It's just that cable is too expensive. It's too expensive.
That's why I don't have it.
Looked at my cable bill. It's like almost $200. And I'm just...
What?
Yeah. It's like...
What do y'all be watching? Dora the Explorer that much?
No. We do not watch Dora the Explorer.
Power? It costs y'all per episode to watch Power?
We do watch Power, but that's a separate subscription. That's Stars. That has nothing to do with cable.
That's your problem.
But, I mean, that's not even included in the cable bill. Like, I mean, it's, okay, so it's cable, internet, and for whatever reason, they feel the need to make people sign up for a landline. Nobody uses a landline anymore. They try to bundle, package it. Oh, it's a triple play package. I don't need a triple play. Nobody uses landlines anymore. Okay? I just need a double play, and I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I don't have cable, BD. I just stick to YouTube, social media. It's free.
And that's what I'm getting at. Like, people of the Good Guys Podcast, talk to me. How do you guys consume your entertainment? Because I'm starting, and you know what I'm realizing? I don't even use it that much. Because you can pull up YouTube videos on your TV. You can, I have a smart TV, so I can pull up YouTube videos on my TV. We have Netflix, which is only like $7, $8 a month. And there's tons of stuff on there that we watch. And then I may or may not have jailbroken a Amazon Fire Stick. So,
Whoa, BD. You said over the airways. Listen, the government, if you
I
watching
said
this
may
right
or may
now,
not.
listen. I don't care if you said may or may not. I don't steal from the government. Wasn't that Plies on that song, Welcome to My Hood?
What?
Told him that we steal cable?
Not me. Not me at all. And that was the guy who just hooked up the Amazon Fire Stick just liked, just put a thumbs up. I
Oh,
see
he's
you out
watching
there.
right now?
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen, bro. Listen, keep doing you. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro.
You gotta do what you gotta do. But, yeah, like, so cable is too expensive. Josh, talk me out. Talk me into cutting the cord. Because I'm right there. I'm right on the edge.
Listen, bro. Listen, bro. Like my mom used to call the TV. She used to call it the one-eyed demon, BD.
You say what?
My mom used to call television the one-eyed demon.
One-eyed demon.
The mind control, all that good stuff they try to put through airways. That's why I just say get rid of it, BD.
Just get rid of it. I mean, I watch.
Just get rid of cable, man. Get you an Apple TV or you got a smart TV. You got Roku or whatever is on your TV. Are you able to like Netflix and you married, so you can Netflix and chill all day.
Yeah, I got Netflix. I've got Roku on the smart TV.
That's all you need.
I got my
BD. But
PlayStation
what shows
2.
do you really care about?
The main thing that I'm concerned with cutting off cable is probably the local channels more than anything, because when it comes back to sports season, football games will be on there, the college basketball games, Carolina.
Can you just pay for those packages?
What you mean? Like,
can you pay just for the sports package? Like that's all you have on your TV? I think there's like
Sling
apps like.
Yeah, I think Sling you can do that. Yeah, and it'll be like $25.
Just get rid of it, man. $200 is a lot of money, BD.
Yeah, it is, man. I think I might have to do it. Like, we're getting to a different place in society. I think cable like services are like going away. Like the traditional cable services,
no,
like
they're
with the box and
for
everything.
real. They're dying, BD. They're dying. Nobody consumes TV anymore.
Well, I think people.
Nobody watches.
No.
I mean, they watch their shows.
Actually, you're right. People aren't consuming TV, I don't think, as much as they used to. Like, people are watching stuff on their tablets, on their smartphones. Like, kids and stuff like that, they don't even care about TV that much. Like, they're watching stuff on their, cell phone, their tablet. So the way we watch TV is definitely changing. I might have to change with the times, JE. I don't like that. Okay? I like
Hey, bro, listen, man, you gotta learn how to shake and move out here. You still got the same number since high school.
I do. I think that's a good thing, though.
See, I've changed like 4 or 5 numbers in my day.
Well, I mean, you have, and
you can't find me, bro. Nah, I might change my number tomorrow. You gotta stay moving out here in these streets, man. You can't let everybody just. Ex-girlfriends can call you right now from high school and mess with your life right now.
This is very true. I don't have to answer, but
hey, man, hey.
Sling TV is great. You can use a basic antenna for local. Oh my goodness!
See, she put you on game, BD.
Can you buy a basic antenna at the store?
Oh, so is it the antennas that we had to do when we was kids? Where you got 4 kids, they could rotate shifts holding the antenna.
I don't want an antenna if people have to hold it in place. Maybe
that's what I had to do when I was a kid.
I'm gonna have to look into it because I think I have heard somebody say that there are like antennas that you can buy. If I can buy an antenna and get the local news channels, then I'm good because I can watch my sports, and then I have Netflix and stuff for everything else, and I'm good.
Yeah. Did you press record, BD?
Oh, shoot, I did not press record at all, Josh.
You know what, guys? Brandon Dixon sucks.
We may or may
we've
not
been going we've been going on for the last 10-15 minutes, and this guy did not press record on our Zencaster.
Well, you know what? You have that capability as well, Josh. You could have done it.
I never press record.
All right, I'm gonna press record.
That's your job.
All right. We are now recording. For those of you who listen to the podcast.
Did you spend time with God this morning, bro?
I did.
I did. You did?
I was actually off work today, so yeah.
That's what messed it up.
Maybe that's
got too comfortable,
yep.
BD.
My whole everything's off. I'm thrown off. But yeah, so for those of you listening on SoundCloud or Apple Music, we are just, we're about 10 minutes into the podcast. We've already done the weekly airing of Grievances. So you missed that this week. Here's what you can do. Go to YouTube, type in the Good Guys Podcast, and you can watch the first few minutes of the podcast and the weekly airing of Grievances. We'll have it linked, okay? So you can go straight to it, all right? But other than that, we're going to continue the rest of the podcast, and we're starting from here, all right?
You know what, guys? Listen, I try to keep it as professional as possible in this thing.
And you do a great job, okay?
Thank you. I'm glad I noticed it.
I'm glad.
Recently.
We would have went the whole podcast.
50 minutes in.
We would have went the.
Anyway, let's go, BD.
I was rolling.
What's the next topic? Let's just go. What's the next topic?
All right. So that is our weekly airing of Grievances. Our primary topic that we're going to talk about today comes from a news story about an individual. And to me, he is a man who should be celebrated and admired for generations to come. Because this particular guy went on a first date, and instead of, you know what I'm saying, throwing out the cash, you know, flexing, you know what I mean, hitting up the Cheesecake Factory, hitting up the Olive Garden, that's fancy to me. All right.
Man of the year, right here.
This guy took his significant other to Costco.
Hey, and he got a membership, baby.
He went to Costco. They partook in free samples, and he saved money. I'm going to read some of the article here.
Go ahead, BD. Let's get to it.
Title of the article: Bargain-loving man takes woman on first date to Costco for free samples. When a woman wrote on her profile in the dating app Hinge that her ideal first date would involve going to the bulk warehouse store Costco, she probably didn't expect anyone to take her up on the humorous confession. But lo and behold, one bargain-loving man did, according to a now-deleted Twitter post. In the tweet, captured by lifestyle site, I can't say that. Okay, Betches. Betches, what? It's Betches. Is that supposed to be a play on? Anyway, the woman shared...
Just keep going, bro. You're too rested, bro. You're too rested. I need you to be out there in the army fields and stuff.
What?
You're too rested, bro. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay. The woman shared photos of the pair getting free samples across the store, as well as holding towering chocolate vanilla swirl soft serve ice cream waffle cones. Joshua Ezzy, what say you? Is it okay to take a woman to Costco on your first date? Would that fly? How do you feel about it?
How I feel about it? I think honesty is the best policy, BD.
Okay.
It is across the board the most important thing in a relationship. Fellas, if you deep down inside know that you don't have the money and you don't have enough money to feed the young lady, to take her out and wine and dine her, I see nothing wrong with going to Costco, especially if did you say she tweeted that she wanted to go bargain eating or something?
She actually did. That's the part of the story I don't think a lot of people are aware of. She actually...
he listened to you. You put it out there and you said, hey, I love to go and bargain shop for my food. I love free samples. I love that. And when a man says, you know what, maybe that's her thing. Maybe that's what she likes to do. You don't tell me what you want. And then when I give it to you, you don't want to receive it. Don't come to my prayer line talking about you have a request to go bargain and go eat. And then when I take you, I didn't take you to Walmart. I didn't take you to a local grocery. I took you to Costco's. I got a membership there.
That says a lot about you as an individual.
I'm a stakeholder in this company.
I think this guy, like, major. Like, I think more guys should have took her up on this offer. Here you have a female who has made it publicly known that she wants a first date at Costco. That tells you several things about this female, okay? She values, she's a frugal individual, okay? She values her money. She values your money. If you get in a serious relationship with her, she's not going to go, looking for the most expensive thing that she can possibly buy. She's going to be looking for deals. She's going to be coupon cutting, okay? She's going to be looking to be as efficient as possible with you guys' money. That's a win.
That's a win.
That's a win.
At least that's what he thought. He thought it was a win until they went into Costco's. And then she realized he was smiling. I bet she was sharp too, walking down aisle 7, talking about, babe, I know where they got the Hot Pockets.
They normally do the Hot
Down
Pocket
the
samples on Thursdays at 6 o'clock.
See, I came here just yesterday just to scout the land. He was a Joshua and a Caleb. He went to a new land and said, you know, I'm going to scout the land. I'm going to see where the Hot Pockets, where the orange slices are. We got free dessert. We can go get the little muffins that's cut in 4s. Man, listen, she should never put it out there. She got what she asked for.
She got exactly what she asked for. And I think it's a wonderful thing. What I want to know is what role does money play when you are first starting a relationship? Okay? If you have a potential person that you are thinking about dating and they're not in a position where, you know, they're balling, you know, they're throwing money left and right. They're taking you to, you know, McCormick and Schmick's, okay? Maybe they don't have a lot of bread. Is it okay? Can you rock with a guy who might, hey, let's go to Costco, get some free samples for our first date?
Logically, that makes perfect sense. First off, the first date shouldn't be about me going broke for you. It shouldn't even be about me going broke.
Exactly.
It should be about us getting to know each other, going to a place where we can talk. And the best places for first dates are places where you can communicate with the person without ambiance. Ambiance is a place where infatuation is the strongest. Ambiance, you look at that dude, he's really a 4, but the ambiance makes him an 8 or a 9. When you got to go places where you say, you know what, let's go to a place where I can see you for who you really are, where I can listen to you, where I can hear what you like and don't like, versus getting consumed with monetary provisions.
Right. And at Costco, you're absolutely gonna talk to that person. You're gonna get some really good discussion, and you can learn a lot about a person by going to Costco with them or going to the grocery store with them. You'll see what kind of foods they eat. Do they value health? What kind of things do they eat? You know.
Also, the lights are bright in Costco, so you got accountability.
You got accountability, and you can see, you know, some stuff that you might not see in the dim lights at Olive Garden, you know?
That's true.
You know?
I mean, people look their best in dim lights.
You know what I mean? Like, you might...
When you've been desperate this whole time, and you've been sitting there lonely and not content in the things of God, and you just want that man, you want a woman, when that first person comes to your life, you have the highest % chance of being infatuated. And infatuation will cloud your judgment, and when you look at that person, in dim lights, you think this is the one. That one little light that's beaming down on your table, you think that's the Holy Spirit. No, babe. No, baby girl. That's just a light fixture.
It's a very...
You over there getting consumed. It's just you thinking it's the glory of God descending on you like a dove, talking about this is the couple in whom I'm well pleased. And it's not.
Not going to happen in
God's
Costco.
Not pleased with that.
Not going to happen in Costco.
Listen, Costco, there's so much light you can see. I mean, come on, man. You can get 12. You can get 20. Go shopping. You know what? A great first date is going to get toiletries and shopping. Just say, we're going to go. Nah, that's bad, because where are we going to drop the groceries off? Someone's going to somebody's house. Never mind. Forget it.
Well, you might not have to actually get groceries, but you can look around for deals, you know? You can get the free samples, go around, you know what I'm saying, and look for deals. Man.
And you could be able to see, is he reaching for the knockoff brand? Or is he reaching for the store-bought? Like, is he reaching for cupcakes, or is he reaching for carrots? Is he reaching for milk or almond milk? Milk and almond milk's a big deal. You got to ask this person, yo, if you're going to get this milk, are you lactose intolerant?
Important to know. That's an important discussion.
Listen, that's an important discussion on day one. Yo, milk or almond milk? Cow or almonds?
There you go.
You also got to ask the person a question. Hey, are you an organic consumer? Do you know about high fructose corn syrup? Do you know about MSG? Do you know about food colorants and sugars and stuff?
And you need to know, because you know, if they do, you know, if they are big on organic foods, I mean, maybe that's good to you, you know, if you're a health nut, or maybe it's not a high priority for you, and they're going to be spending a whole bunch of money and wanting to spend a whole bunch of money on organic foods when that's not important to you.
Yeah, that's
It
real.
just depends
Oh,
on
you
what you
also got
want.
to ask: are they reaching for individual items, or are they still reaching for Jimmy Dean's sausage biscuits and patties?
That's true.
If they're always reaching for stuff that can be put in the microwave, you got to ask some serious questions.
There, you know right there that they can't cook. So
You know they can't cook. They over there. They got hot pockets in the buggy. They got Jimmy Dean's biscuits in the buggy. They got the waffles in the buggy.
yeah.
That lets you know something. But if she grabs grits and she grabs liver mush and she grabs if she start grabbing stuff as she's seen a vision
Mm,
of a meal.
mm-hmm.
See,
That's the one.
you won't know
You
that. You
good?
won't know that at a restaurant.
You don't.
I think we need to take money out of the equation in the beginning stage. Just say, let's go outdoors. Let's go for a walk. Someone put here a picnic. Let's go somewhere where we can really be open and I can see some of your personal habits because anybody can throw money out there and be like, hey, look what I can provide. But see, ladies, you don't want a man that can only provide for you physically. You want a man that can provide for you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually.
Mm,
When you go to that man, can you pull knowledge out of him? Can
mm-hmm.
you pull wisdom out of him? Can you pull strength out of him? Fellas, if you look at her, can she sustain you in prayer spiritually? Can she sustain you in your emotional floodings? Can she do all that stuff? Sometimes we get so caught up in the superficial, we get so caught up on the surface that the dating experience is more about the shallowness than it is the depths of what really love is.
Absolutely. All those things are very true. And that's why I think that it is a great idea to go to Costco. I'm going to look at some of these comments. Some of you are commenting on first date ideas. Starbucks is the best place for first dates. Starbucks is cool. Starbucks is cool, but the lighting in Starbucks, they got the
The lighting in
lighting,
Starbucks.
it's kind of a cool, hip vibe. I don't know. You guys can talk, but what do you really learn about a
Costco,
person
just
in
go to
Starbucks?
Costco. They got good hot dogs there. I think they got like a pizza and hot dogs.
They do. They got the food
Or
court
that's
there at
Sam's Club.
Costco. It's
The
pretty
food
cheap.
court.
I think they got that. I don't know. I don't have Costco membership. I have Sam's. So, a picnic date is nice. You can prep your own lunch and enjoy the beach or a nice view. I completely lost, and maybe even a bottle of red wine. Okay, no, if that's what you do, um, yeah, a picnic date would be cool. Picnic day is cool. That's not very expensive.
I don't trust picnics though, man, because that mayonnaise been sitting for a long
Oh,
time. That sandwich been in the thing for a long
mayonnaise,
time, BD.
like I think mayonnaise has really handicapped your life, Josh. That stronghold. I think that needs to be done.
Mm-mm. I am freed in Christ, bro.
I don't think so because if I were to smear some mayonnaise on that microphone right now, I think you'd be able to finish the podcast.
I punch you in the throat. Yes, but
Oh,
I'll be able to finish the podcast.
wow. You would resort to violence. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Basically, what it comes down to, I think when it comes to first dates, I think we're going to talk about this a little later, later talking point throughout the weeks. But I think it's very important to understand what provision really is. You may have a young man right now who cannot afford high-end restaurants. He might even be able to afford mid-level restaurants, right? But that person can see the thing about physical provision. You can always grow to that. You can always grow into better money management, to wealth per se. But you can't always meet someone that's willing to grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
That's very true. All jokes aside, like, yeah, like when you go to Costco or if you go to, a grocery store or something like that, whatever your first date is, if you aren't in a position where are ready to provide for an entire family, I don't think that should stop you from pursuing necessarily a particular woman if you think that she might be, have potential. I think you just have to be honest up front, let her know what the situation is, have something going, have a blueprint, have a plan, okay? And if y'all have to go to Costco or Starbucks or whatever the case may be, y'all can do this to know each other And really, if you're a female and you're going out with a guy who's taking you to Costco, okay, that might be an initial red flag, all jokes aside. But hey, watch and see what kind of things he does. Is he really, you know, being cost effective with his choices? What kind of things is he into? You can learn a lot about him and see if, you think the relationship can go any farther from there. So it's not, I don't think it's a deal breaker if you are not financially, I guess, stable early on, but it's not a deal breaker.
And fellas, honesty is the best policy, man. If you could be honest with her and she says, you know what, let's go to Costco. You should say, you know what, it's been tight for me. I have all these bills. I'm in school. I don't really have it like that. Don't lie to her and then go broke.
Don't.
I'd rather for you to be honest and lose her than to stunt and to flaunt and lose her eventually. Either way, it's best to lose someone early on than to fake a life and you're in debt to please someone that's not even been confirmed by God.
Exactly.
A woman or a man that's whole in himself understands the nuances of a relationship. A lot of people in the younger ages and even the older age, they don't understand I think society has warped our perspective and don't get me wrong, money is a great thing. The Bible didn't say money is evil, it says the love of money it is. And I think a lot of people don't really love the paper per se. They love what the paper can get them. They love what paper gives them access to. But it's best for you to be honest with her and say, look, just trust me on this date. We're going to Costco's today. If she got her arms folded, take her right back to the house. It's that simple.
Savage.
Take her right back to the house. Yeah, man, listen, if she don't want to go and she's upset and you communicate it to her saying, hey, these are my standards. This is all I can do. I can't really afford. I mean, now don't get me wrong, brothers. If Costco's your first option, it better be because she tweeted about Costco. Don't take her to Costco because you think this would be cool if I take her to Costco's again. No. We're talking about you saw on Twitter. She gets upset and you be like, why'd you tweet it?
Right.
That man was thorough enough to say, you know what, you want to go to Costco. Maybe he thinks Costco's your cheesecake factory. Maybe he thinks you love Costco's.
I mean, if you put it out on Twitter.
But fellas, let's keep it 100. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it 1,000. The type of lady that you want, observe her, give her what she needs, man. Listen, if you know that you can't afford certain places, that's when your creative juices come in. Start being creative. There's a lot of free places that have a lot of more worth than what you pay money for. I rather pay for the experience than to pay for. Hold on. I'd rather pay for an experience than to pay for ambiance, if that makes sense. I'd rather open the door for a greater conversation than to open a door to say, this is what I look like. I can pay for this. Look what I can do. You got to know the person's heart, man. Because sometimes a great date in a great place is not always the greatest thing. Sometimes the best dates are free. Sometimes the best dates are creative. And there's a lot of pottery places. There's a lot of things you can do. That's fun. That's what you do. I think restaurants are overrated when it comes to dates.
Especially when it comes to like first dates.
Overrated.
I think.
Yeah, man. Don't go no restaurant on the first date.
Yeah, I think like the first date, like, to be honest, it's probably a good idea not to spend a whole bunch of money and invest a whole bunch of money in somebody. You know what I mean? You don't know if it's gonna go, to the next stage or not. So yeah, it is good to be creative because those are the dates that you're probably gonna have more conversation. You're probably gonna find out more about a person if you put them in, a situation that like everybody goes out to eat. So you know what I mean? Like put them in a different situation. Go, like you said, go do some pottery or go on a picnic or, go to Costco. And then, you'll really find out a lot about that individual. And you can really, y'all have it'll stimulate good conversation. And you don't invest a whole lot of money, into somebody that you don't know if the relationship is going.
And let me go old school for a minute, BD, if you don't mind.
Go ahead and take it back to the old school, Jay.
I think maybe not even old school. This is biblical school. Okay. I think your first date with a person should always be in a group.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it's time to financially invest, fellas, or ladies to invest with your time, it's best to see how they are in a group setting. Before you invest your time alone with the man, You got to see how that man operates in a group. Fellas, before you invest your money in a lady, invest time in her with a group. You'll be able to see what she orders. You'll be able to see how she talks. You'll be able to see the mannerisms. You'll be able to notice how he acts around people. That's important information to garner before you go to the next level of going one-on-one. Because then you would know if it's even worth going on a one-on-one date with that person.
Absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, some of y'all have already been commenting. Continue to comment. Hop in the comments if you're watching this on YouTube or SoundCloud and let us know. Ladies, let us know if that would fly with you. A first date at Costco's, whether or not.
Now, y'all know good and well, y'all listen. That man got a membership. Girl, you better go to Costco.
Hey.
That's a plug. He's a plug.
Hey, laugh at him if you want. If you got a
if you want 20
single man that's got a membership to Sam's Club or Costco's, it might be worth.
And it has to be revoked. He hasn't been revoked.
It might be a worthwhile
when he walks in Costco's and they let him in. Oh, come on, girl. You can get 20 toilet papers for like 20 toilet tissues. You can get, girl, you like your granola bars, girl, you can get 40 granola bars.
Hey.
Like, this man is trying to show you what he has access to.
If nothing else, let that man be the plug. Hey, I need to get, you know what I'm saying, I need to get some stuff in bulk, you know what I'm saying? I need some toilet paper. I'm buying it every week. I need that 24-pack. Can you slide me that Sam's Club card?
Oh, man, you want a man that slides you the cheesecake. That meal can only feed you one time.
Just saying.
Costco's can keep you fed, clothed, thirst quenched, wiped, clean. Oh, Costco, listen, man, you better listen. Listen, if he wants to go to Costco's, man, you better say, you know what? You a man of my own heart. Fellas, now, if your lady has a Costco card, don't even ask her to use it, man. That's sad. You get your own Costco card.
Costco card.
If you're married, use a Costco card.
Man, shoot. Blythe had a Costco card.
No.
No, not Costco. She has Sam's Club.
Okay. Nah, you're right. Nah. Okay, I'm talking about you. If you ask her for a Costco card and you taking her out to Costco's,
nah.
You gotta already have a Costco. Nah, you got
Sam's Club card. I asked.
That's after y'all. That's after y'all became one. Well,
no.
That's after y'all became official.
Officially dating, yeah. No, not a first date. No.
That's what I'm saying. When it's official.
No.
Yeah. When you official. But I'm just saying, fellas, man, listen, ain't nothing like, you don't want to go to Costco card and they look at the back of it and see her face on the card.
I used her Sam's Club card to buy a birthday cake for her. Using her Sam's Club card.
Good move, BD. That was a good move. I'm telling you, don't sleep
cake.
on Sam. I never been to Costco's. I've been to Sam's. And I got to talk to the people over the bakery department, man. They do a magnificent job.
I don't know what they putting in them cakes, man. I don't know what they putting in them cakes, but I can't. And then you can get like the big old for like $14. I'm like, you can't do that to me. Man, you cannot offer me a sheet cake for $14 and think that I'm supposed to act responsibly.
I can listen, man. That's why you know what? That's probably why I do not go to Sam's now, because I cannot shop responsibly. Listen, do I get toilet paper? Do I get meats or vegetables? If I pass that $14 cake sheet, I'm walking out the door with that big box and I done forgot what I came there for. That's it.
I'm trying to tell you, every time I go into Sam's, it's like magnetic pull just.
$14 for that?
Bruh, I'd be like, you mean to tell me that I can have that much cake? Like, just
man, I am so glad that I'm so glad that I don't I'm glad I wasn't emotional eating with the Sam's card back in the day, BD. You mean to tell me I would go to Sam's Club just for the $14 sheet cake and I would eat to my heart's content, bro? Bro, I was gonna cut it in squares. No, actually, I wouldn't even cut it. I just sit it right on my lap and just go start from one corner to the next.
Goodness gracious! Yeah, you would be like.
I'm just saying that's what I would do.
You would die.
$14. The only reason why I don't buy cakes would be like $19.99. It'd be like $24. I'm like, man, I ain't about to buy that.
Sam's. Not that
man.
Sam's, bro. We're gonna keep it moving on to the next topic.
We probably didn't stick to the title about money and relationships. We was just using that to get y'all in here. I kind of guess we kind of covered some of those points. But,
we absolutely did. We talked about how important money is in a relationship. I mean, the primary objective was to talk about early in a relationship. I mean,
okay.
Money's going to be important in a marriage. But I will say, and somebody mentioned it in the comments, it is good to have a conversation with them early on in the relationship to see what their goals are, like financially. Because, you know, being financially stable to some people may be, you know, just having enough money to pay the couple of $100 extra, you know, to be able to go to the movies or whatever on the weekends. Somebody else might think that being successful is, you know, having multiple streams of income, passive income, you know, real estate investments, you know, all kinds of, you know, investments and things like that, you know, six-figure income, like that kind of thing. So you got to have that. Okay. Shameless plug. All right. Dating Prep by Joshua Ezzy. Check it out. All right. Also check out the book, The Purpose of Singleness. I haven't read it, but I bet it's good. All right.
You are so behind, bro. It is not The Purpose of Singleness.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is it now?
The Purpose of Freedom, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Purpose of Freedom now. I mean, does that have to do with relationships?
Dating Prep, the book, BD.
Okay, didn't you have a book about the purpose of singleness?
Sickle cells. What? The purpose of sickle cell?
No.
Bro, that book is 2.5 years old, BD. I done moved on 2 books, B.
I'm just trying to give you a couple extra, but are they still for sale?
Yes, EzzyGames.com. It's still on sale.
I'm trying to give you a plug, man.
Man, you go to EzzyGames.com, get your dating prep game.
Okay.
Ask your significant other certain questions.
Okay.
And see where they are.
There you go.
I think most relationships fail because they didn't ask the right questions.
Very true.
Or they didn't observe the answers that was in front of them. People answer your questions, but they don't answer your question through their words. They answer your question through their actions.
That's true. But that's very important, yes. Like, I think people prioritize a lot of other things early on in a relationship than what they should be prioritizing. Ask questions. Like, hey,
ask questions.
Where is this going? Are we working towards something serious? Cool. You know what I'm saying? If you're a believer, you should be. So let's sit down and ask these questions. That dating prep resource that you have, all jokes aside, is probably a really good resource. Sometimes, you know, you don't really know what to ask. But
yeah, I got questions right here. Here's the questions on this dating prep card. The questions are separated into 3 phases, BD. The cloud, the cement, and the corporation.
I have no idea what those mean. Please explain.
Cloud means cloud 9. Relationship is just in its beginning. It's cloud 9. Y'all are just in cloud 9.
Okay.
Cement questions when y'all hit the ground and it's real. It's real now.
Okay.
Corporation is when you're building a marriage or you're already married and you're building it. You're building a corporation together.
Nice.
So the cement question right here is where do you see us in 5 years?
Good question.
Next question, where do you see yourself in 10 years? If I'm going to invest my time with you, I got to know where you see yourself 5 and 10 years from now.
It's true.
And when the relationship hits cement and you're like, yo, where do you see us? Ladies, that's a good question to ask. You know, after, you know, wait till he eats. Wait till he finish eating because you're going to get the real answer from him after he's finished eating. You wait till he's relaxed and he's laid back and he's laying down and you say, you know what, babe? Y'all know how y'all do. Y'all be catching us off guard. We think you feeding us for our nourishment. You're just feeding us for your information.
That's right.
You're not feeding us for our happiness. You're feeding us so we can't fake you with our eyes. When you're full, your eyes be telling on yourself. You be like, I'm caught off guard. Just joking. Corporation question is, where do you see us in 10 years? And what are your intentions with me? What are your intentions?
Good.
These are questions you got to ask yourself. And so EzzyGames.com, get your dating prep game today. And ask each other those questions. And get yourself the book too. All the questions are in this book right here. And you're able to jot down answers to those questions.
Mm-hmm. It's important. Very important.
I got money questions. I got money questions in there too, man. Anyway.
There you go. All right.
All right, let's go to the next topic.
We'll go to the next topic.
I done did my part of this podcast.
All right. So the next topic that we have is the weekly five guys.
Ooh, I'm excited about this one.
Where we rank a top
we
five.
We really wanted to get to this point. We didn't. All the other stuff is just whatever. We wanted to get here.
This is very important. All right. Today we are going to be ranking our top 5 fried chicken establishments.
Man.
Yes.
Okay.
You heard that correctly. We are 2 black men, and we are about to talk about our top 5 fried chicken establishments. But that's okay.
Dang, bro. You put us out there like that, BD. I still like my baked chicken beef.
Don't try to front, because you have 5 establishments. We're ready to go.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's go.
All right. You want to go first?
I have an honorable mention, number 6.
Okay.
This one just came to me recently from Men's Night at Victory at our church. I didn't know that this establishment offers such great chicken.
Before you give it, I'm going to go ahead and, just sure that we're understanding the rules, because last week, we were talking about cakes and you brought up bread. So I want to make sure we're talking about fried chicken.
This is all these are fried chickens.
Don't bring up baked chicken.
All these are fried chicken.
Don't bring up turkey.
Nope.
Don't bring up roast duck. Okay? We're talking about fried chicken. Go.
Honorable mention number 6 is Publix. Okay. Publix chicken wings.
Okay.
Then we used to go to the Y all the time, and we went to Publix.
Mm-hmm. Publix.
Come to find out, Publix has made a resurgence in their fried chicken department.
They have good fried chicken?
Oh man, the chicken wings I know have steroids in them. I know they do. That chicken wing is so juicy and thick. I was like, man, when I bite into that chicken, but see, it's only good when it's hot. That's the only thing about Publix chicken.
Okay.
Usually, a good chicken after it's sat a while. After it's laid by the Father's feet a while. That's when you know when a chicken is good.
Okay.
But this chicken right here is good. I mean, this chicken, when you bite into it for its first time, man, BD. Publix is an honorable mention, but my number 5, BD.
Okay.
Church's chicken.
Okay. Church's chicken.
I know you guys was like, oh, he's the Reverend. Of course he's going to put churches in there. But see, Church's chicken, man, it was there for me when I was young. See, I grew up in a single-parent home. We was poor. My mom worked multiple jobs. And all we could afford was Church's chicken. You can get like 40 pieces of chicken for $2, BD.
What?
But the only problem with Church's chicken, I was just joking. But the only problem with Church's chicken is very oily. But oh man, we didn't know no better. We thought that was just juice. But Church's chicken, man, number 5.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never had Church's chicken in my life.
Get off the camera, BD.
I've never had Church's chicken.
You privileged. You never had Church's chicken, BD?
No, never had Church's. I don't know. I guess I heard the stories. Like people said, oh, it's super duper greasy. I don't know. I just never felt the need to go into Church's chicken.
Of course, you never had a need. You never had a need. You never had a need to go in there. I had a need. we had needs. Did I want to go? Probably not. Did I need to go? Did I hate passing KFC?
Did I really want that Church's chicken?
Did I really want that Church's chicken? Listen, it's part of my poor DNA. That's where I came from. Do you think I really wanted to pass KFC? Do you? Oh, the skin. Thank you, Alyssa. Church's chicken skin is amazing. So crispy. I know. I think it has something to do with the name. Church's.
It's blessed.
It's blessed, BD. It might not be blessed for your heart, but it's blessed for you. But yeah, man, I didn't want to pass KFC. I didn't want to pass Bojangles. I used to ask Mom, can we go there, baby? We can't.
No.
We passed KFC. Mama, what about KFC? The 11 herbs and spices. Mom be like, son, we can't go there. But when she put on that blinker light, and I know Church's that passed the light, I'm like, man, we're going to church again. Number 5 is churches.
Church's chicken. All right. I got to do an honorable mention too.
Yeah.
Because, like your honorable mention, it is a grocery store, a chain, and they have, to be honest, it probably should be higher on my list. I don't know if you guys have ever had Lowe's Food fried chicken.
Oh, the gas station?
No. I don't know if it's
That's the gas station.
no. Lowe's Foods.
Oh, that's Love's. That's Love's. I'm sorry. That's Love's gas station. The yellow and
No,
red.
Lowe's Foods, like it's a grocery store. I don't know if they still have them in Charlotte. But anyway, they had really good fried chicken. That's my honorable mention. All right, number and I'm pretty sure this is very regional. I don't know if they have these outside of North Carolina, but it's Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Never been there. Bro, is this fried chicken, bro? You said barbecue.
Fried chicken and barbecue.
Nah, I never been there, man. Is it good?
It's very good. And I'm doing you a favor because they just came to Charlotte. It was primarily because it's based out of Smithfield, North Carolina, which is like right outside Raleigh. But they just, I think they just opened a restaurant in Charlotte. If you go to...
You said, what's the name?
Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue.
Okay, Smithfield's. Is that Fields with an F or?
Yes, with an F. Smith and Field. Put them together.
Oh, and Field.
No, it's Smithfield. Smithfield, one word.
Smithfield?
Smithfield's.
Chicken and barbecue?
Chicken and barbecue.
Okay. I'll take the missus out there, BD. Okay.
Yeah.
Smithfield's.
It's good. It's good. They got good fried chicken. They got pulled pork. Coleslaw. It's good. It's good fried chicken. Check it out.
Oh, so it's my number 4?
No, it's number 5.
I have. What's your number 5? I'm sorry.
Smithfield's.
Your honor. Oh, Lowe's Foods, your honor mentioned. Okay, my number 4. Are you done explaining Smithfield?
That's about all I've got.
I didn't try this establishment until at least I was a teenager.
Okay.
But number 4 was KFC.
Okay.
KFC, man. Now I don't like the baked mess that they got. That baked chicken is just horrible, right?
It was.
I don't like the extra crispy. I'm like, man, I got chipped like 4 tooths with the extra crispy, BD.
That bake was popping back in 2007 when Oprah brought.
Man, listen.
Oprah brought
when I was working, man, boy, I about said Oprah, man, I might not have got a car from you, but I thank you for this chicken.
Oh man.
Man, that chicken back then when when the whole bake thing was a craze and everybody was like, man, we got to be healthy. We faked like it was good, but it wasn't good.
It's not even that. It was just the fact that we was broke. Like I was in college.
Well, yeah,
I was like, you mean to tell me I can get a free plate of chicken? Oh yeah. Nope.
Oh man, bro, I think I've never lied so much in my life, bro. Changing emails, going around the drive-through multiple times, BD. I said, man, listen. I told God, don't make me rich that I leave it, don't make me poor that I steal. But I'm poor right now, so I'm about to steal some extra meals. Mm-hmm. But KFC, BD, the original herb spices, man. I remember when I tasted that thing for the first time in my life, I was upset with my mother.
Why? I'm
like, why did you withhold this from me for so many years?
Wow.
It's not that expensive.
Wait, you didn't have KFC till when?
I don't know. My first time having KFC was when I was like, not a teenager, maybe 11, 10. I think I might have had it at other places, but the kids got the scraps. But I think my first time having KFC was when I wasn't a kid. I was like maybe 11, 10, 11, or 12.
Wow. Did you never have anyone pass away in the family and you go over to the family's house? Like
churches, BD. Churches. See, when someone dies in your family, y'all have KFC. When someone dies around where I grew up, it was Church's chicken.
I'm sorry, I thought KFC was the standard,
Oh, the standard.
I thought that was you bring somebody passes away, you bring them a bucket of KFC chicken. I thought that was standard. I'm sorry.
All black men are not created equal, BD. You grew up, man. You grew up in a different block that I did.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, so KFC, man, that them 11 herbs and spices, man. I haven't had KFC in about 3 years, or 2 years. Let me not lie. But I think that original, ooh, that thing is amazing, BD.
That's good. It's good. KFC actually doesn't make my list, believe it or not.
At all?
No, it doesn't. I feel like it's just too commercial. Like, I don't know.
Maybe. Well, no. You're right. Now they're too commercial. I'm talking about of all time. I thought we was going like from all experiences and everything like that. That's why KFC was there.
Thank you, Alyssa. I hope I'm saying your name right. KFC was the special occasion chicken of choice. When you had a funeral, when you had, something going on, graduation, you bring them a bucket of KFC chicken. But okay.
Listen, man. All we knew was churches. From the church to churches. That's all we knew.
For that reason alone, it probably should have made it on my list, but it didn't. My number 4. I was not introduced to this until I wasn't introduced until I joined the military, so like mid-20s. It's Popeyes.
Man, get out of here, man.
Popeyes.
That nasty, that blasphemous chicken.
It's not.
That Bojangles wannabe.
It is.
That Louisiana spices, bruh. Get out of here.
I mean, no, it doesn't. It's not Bojangles. It's
You're not loyal, BD.
I am loyal.
That shouldn't even make out of your love for Bojangles. That shouldn't even make your list, BD. They are rivals. How can a Duke and Carolina fan walk together unless they agree?
Here's the thing.
How can two
Here's the thing. I don't live in North Carolina. If I still lived in Charlotte,
so
Popeyes wouldn't even be on my list. I can't be loyal.
Stay loyal.
There's no Bojangles up here. There's Popeyes.
Be loyal. Savor. Listen, I wouldn't go to Popeyes even if there was no Bojangles around. I'm loyal to Bojangles.
When I tell you there is no.
How am I supposed to walk into Bojangles and look the person in the eye, and they look me in the eye, and they know I went to Popeyes, and they know that I betrayed them? I can't look the person in the counter in the eyes because I know I haven't been faithful.
They can see the cheating in your eyes.
They see the cheating in my eyes. They know Popeyes' eyes.
Bruh, there's no fried chicken establishment up here except for Popeyes.
Then make your own chicken, BD, and stay loyal.
I can, but I mean, that's a lot of work. Popeyes, in my time of need, Popeyes is there for me. Okay? We have a bond, you know what I mean? It's like the rebound that,
So rebounds. Oh, look at these words you're using. Side chicken. Rebound.
That's what it is.
No side chicken, man.
It's reliable though. It's a reliable rebound.
So I bet you if your wife here is gonna be like, who else is reliable?
Okay, see, now you're trying to get me in trouble. I'm talking about fried chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm trying to get you in trouble, so you'll start cheating on Bojangles, BD.
I have to. I'm sorry.
Bojangles have
when
been
Bojangles was not there for me, Josh. Popeyes was
Popeye
there.
should have been Popeye should have been an honorary mention on your
When
list. I would have been okay with that. But top 5?
When I wanted for fried chicken, for fried greasy delight, Popeyes was there. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's always gonna be there when your main ain't doing everything for you.
I'm just saying. So that reliability has Popeyes on my top 5. It's number 4. It's decent chicken. Blood. It's got the they got decent, the Cajun flavoring.
Man, that stuff is listen. They're nowhere close to Bojangles. Nowhere. They shouldn't even be in the same sentence. Like LeBron and Jordan shouldn't be in the same sentence. Popeyes and Bojangles should not be in the same sentence, BD.
I think they belong in the same sentence. They're not Bojangles.
No.
They're decent.
Man.
What they don't have on Bojangles by far is breakfast. Like, their breakfast is awful at Popeyes.
That's what I'm saying. Bojangles does breakfast and dinner and lunch well. They do everything well.
All right.
Man, I went to Popeyes one time. I was like, what kind of chicken strip? What kind of chicken is this? That chicken was... I said, what is this?
I don't go to Popeyes for chicken tenders.
Nah. I mean, I just had that. I had that. And don't they have I don't know what I had, BD. I just know I tried a lot of things on the menu. I got the chicken. I got chicken strips.
So you had the fried chicken, and it wasn't good.
Yes, I had the fried, and it was not good.
Where did you?
I mean, it had no. The flavor wasn't even, it was nowhere close to
You
Bojangles, BD.
probably
I
didn't
was
ask them for
mad.
the Cajun style. You probably got the regular style.
I asked for the Cajun style, BD.
Okay. It's number 4 on my list. Continue.
Man, that's a shame, BD. I'm gonna send your wife an email tonight and say, keep an eye on this one.
Strongly worded email.
Strongly worded, all caps. All caps. From the title to the body of the message. All caps. Keep an eye on your man.
He is not to be trusted.
He is not to be trusted. You know a man by his chicken. You know this is a true saying. Ladies, you know what your man liking you by why he likes in his chicken. Anyway, let's keep going. Number 3. This is only on my list because I'm a wing man. I'm very, like, when it comes to wings, I have certain establishment. When it comes to my chicken, I have a different establishment. So this is just chicken wings.
Now, if we're talking wings, then I have to change my list, but go ahead.
Yeah. So you also got to understand when it comes to good guys etiquette and understanding that whole chicken, like chicken pieces, like thighs, leg, and breast, are not always as good at the establishment where their wings are good.
Oh, well, then I have to change my list, but that's fine. That's too easy.
But this is a fried chicken wing. I'm talking about the whole wing. I don't like the separation. I like my wing put together. I want to feel like I'm breaking stuff, and I feel like I'm working to fulfill my hunger.
Okay.
But Midnight Diner in Charlotte, North Carolina has some very good wings. Very good wings to go with their waffles.
I do have the chicken and waffles at Midnight Diner. They are good.
Ooh, they are. But I like my wings I want my wings fresh out of the grease. I love it when people give it to me and I can't eat right away. If my chicken is eatable right away, I don't trust you. I don't want my chicken sitting. Listen, when you pull up to the front, it'd be 15 minutes on the chicken. Oh, I'll gladly do 15 minutes. Gladly. Don't give me that stuff that's been sitting there since 11 o'clock and it's 2:30.
Right.
Listen, can I get a fresh batch? That's why, listen to me. Don't go through the drive-thru asking for fresh wings or fresh chicken.
They're not going to give it to you.
Go inside. They're not going to give it to you. They don't care about you. But when you walk in there yourself and you look them in the eye, you say, I want a fresh batch of chicken. You stand right there. And when the old lady orders you, you let her go around you and go down. I'm going to watch where this chicken lands. I want to make sure you give me fresh, hot chicken. You trying to give me a cup to distract me. Because you give me a cup, I'm going to give you something to drink. And then you're going to try to slip in a dry dot. Nah, bro. I'll get my drink after I get my chicken. Okay?
You got to be cool with it, though. Like, if you go inside, like, you know what I'm saying? You go inside Bojangles or something like that, you say, hey, what's good, man? Hey, let me get some of that. Like,
oh, show love.
Yeah, show love.
Because their lives suck, yo. Like, to them, their lives suck. They don't like their life.
Yeah.
Most of them people that work at those places, listen, the reason why I get blessed and I get extra chicken in my meals, because I go inside and I show love.
Show love, man.
I'd be like, man, how you doing? How's your day? Hey, yo, that's funny. Laugh at their jokes. When I see something on the TV about LeBron, I start engaging in sports talk. Sometimes I lie to make sure I get good chicken. If they're a LeBron fan, I'm a LeBron fan for that moment. Okay? Because I know people are loyal to their sports team members. Right. And if you say something crazy, they did something to your chicken. Okay? So I'd be like, yo, LeBron's the greatest of all time. I just do that for my chicken.
Right.
So I can move on about my life.
Hey, check it out, man. Hey, you think I could get, I know you got some chicken back there already, but you think, you know what I'm saying, I could get like some fresh chicken? Oh, man, that's going to be like 15 minutes on the first drop. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? We got the TV right here. Hey, what you think about LeBron? There you go.
Oh, man. And you got to establish yourself in these establishments so that when they see you come in, they know they're going to give you the best chicken because you mad cool. I'm that token cool black guy. I'm that guy when I walk anywhere, especially Whole Foods. They love me there. I get deals all the time. One lady slid me a free thing of bananas because she was like, my machine's not working. I said, oh, okay, no worries. And she was like, you know what? You always in here. Here's for people I get free stuff all the time because I engage with the people. I make their lives better. And that's what you do going inside the chicken establishment to make sure you get fresh, burn your tongue chicken.
Okay. All right. So that was your number 3. My number 3 is an establishment that is definitely specific to the city of Charlotte.
Okay.
So my Charlotte people will feel me on this one. It's Chicken Box.
Never been to Chicken Box.
Never been to Chicken Box?
Oh, I've been to Chicken Box. I haven't been to Chicken King.
Okay.
Okay, never mind. I've been to Chicken Box.
Okay.
You know what? Now I gotta change my list. I forgot about Chicken Box, BD.
Chicken Box.
My grandfather put me on Chicken Box, bro.
I'm pretty sure they cook the fried chicken with Crisco. And it's delicious.
Okay.
Not healthy at all, but it is utterly delicious. You will probably, if you eat relatively healthy on a regular basis and you eat Chicken Box, be prepared, okay, for the stomach situations that will follow. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay? It will mess your stomach up, but it's some darn good food. Chicken Box, number 3, if you're in Charlotte.
That's good. Chicken Box will be on my list too. I just forgot about Chicken Box. I've been bougie for so long. I forgot all about my
and yet you talk about
my chicken spots.
But you talk about me.
I'm faithful to Bojangles though, even though Bojangles is not my number 1.
Okay.
Number 2 on my list is Bojangles.
Okay.
Honestly, it's tied for first place, and I'll explain why Bojangles is number 2 on my list.
Okay.
I love Bojangles, I really do. But the reason why Bojangles is not number 1 is because actually there's no really good reason. Bojangles is probably the top place for me, but I really can't indulge like I want to because Bojangles would get me so close to a heart attack. Because Bojangles, man, when I found I can get 2 breasts for $7, 2 breasts, 2 sides, and a cinnamon biscuit or a blueberry biscuit, man, the greatest substitution after Jesus substituting my sins for his righteousness was the substitution between their regular biscuit and their specialty biscuit.
Bruh.
The second greatest substitution of all time after Jesus substituting, imputing his righteousness upon me and putting my sins on him. After that substitution, after that exchange, for free, that gave me more tingles than when I went to Cookout and I found out that you can get an extra Oreo in your Oreo milkshake for free. That right, like those 2 things, man, sent chills up my spine. Huh?
You never told me this.
Oh, the coach files. My bad, BD.
You can get an extra Oreo? What do you mean you can get an extra Oreo? How do you find out about these things? How do you find out that you can get an extra Oreo for free at Cookout in your milkshake?
I always ask, BD, you've been out with me before. Let's make sure we understand. We never went out. We adhere to the good guys etiquette.
We adhere.
We always sit diagonal. We always adhere.
Always.
I sit diagonal. He pays for his. I pay for mine. We in basketball attire. We make sure we adhere to good guys etiquette when it comes to male-to-male interactions.
That's right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
But when I go out, you've noticed I always ask. See, the thing about receiving is asking. Simple. The thing about receiving is saying, you know what? I really would like extra Oreos in this milkshake. I always ask, what would it take for me to get an extra Oreo in this milkshake? So
they just said, I got you.
It's free. It's a known thing, but not too many people know about it.
How is it? It's not a known thing. Absolutely not.
Because you don't ask questions. You just take what the man gives you. you just take what people give you, BD. I'm a man of questions. I question everything. Why do listen, I want my milkshake extra crunchy with Oreos. Okay. So I always ask, hey, can I get extra Oreos in there? Is it extra $1? No, it's actually free. Really? Can I get 2 extra Oreos? Sure. And man. Big chunks of Oreos, BD. Big chunks.
All right.
And so when I went to Bojangles, I was like, you know what? These biscuits be dry sometime, BD. And I said, you know what? Is there a way I even asked, I said, is there a way for me to substitute this biscuit for extra charge? I always come humble. I don't ask for nothing for free. Okay. I always ask, is there an extra charge for me to get an extra biscuit? Can I swap the biscuit? They're like, no, you can swap it for free. Mind blown, BD.
Bruh.
Never got a biscuit a day in my life. The only time I get a biscuit from them is when it's got some breakfast in between it.
Josh, we've been friends for a long time. I'd say, what was it, since ninth or 10th grade?
Yeah, that's about right.
We've had a lot of conversations. We've been through a lot of things together.
Sure have. A lot of negative on my side, but it's okay.
I don't think there's been any one thing, any one piece of advice, any one piece of guidance that you've given
Yes.
me since that time that has been greater than that advice that you gave me the day that you told me that you can substitute either a Bowberry biscuit or a cinnamon biscuit for your biscuit in a Bojangles combo. It changed my life.
That's free.
Completely
BD, that's
changed
what
my
I'm
life.
here.
And I
If it's
thank you
not,
for that.
if it's
my brother.
not anytime, bro, that's what I'm here for, man. If it's outside of the gospel, it's food connections. If I give you the gospel, that's one thing. But come to me as all ye that are hungry and heavy laden,
Mm,
I'll give you the secret menu. I'll give you the secret menu. If you're hungry and you're like, man, I wish I could have something else, just ask the coach. The coach will be like, all right, go inside, be nice. You might get an extra wing. You know what? If you go inside and you do that, I'm telling you, man, I'm glad that God used me to give you such a blessing. But you go to Popeyes, so I don't even know. I don't even know what man you are now.
look,
I thought you would be faithful to the
look,
code, man. I thought you'd be faithful to Bojangles, BD.
winning.
Does Popeyes have great cinnamon biscuits? Does Popeyes have Bowberry biscuits? Does
They do not.
Popeyes substitute for you? So you an atheist now? You a Muslim now? You have a new faith?
They have biscuits that you could knock someone
Only
unconscious.
Jesus substitutes. All other religions don't substitute for you. Bojangles substitutes for you.
Bruh, when in Charlotte, I do as the Charlotteans do. I go to Bojangles. But when I am in a foreign land, J.E., there comes a time in a man's life when he must go.
So you eat the Pharaoh. So you eat the Pharaoh's meat.
I do.
Wow.
I'm not that strong. Not that strong. And I'm willing to
You know
admit
what?
that.
I might try Popeyes. It's been a long time since I tried them. I might give them a second chance.
decent.
But I'm gonna do it incognito. I'm gonna just go in there and be like, "Don't tell Bojangles I'm here."
Don't tell Bojangles I'm here. All right.
All right. What's your number two?
My number 2 is Bojangles as well. So,
What?
just because I had Popeyes, don't act. I love Bojangles. Like, I love Bojangles. Like, I don't know if you can. If it's possible to love, an intangible, like a non-person. Like, but if it is, if that's possible, then I love Bojangles. I have like a deep love for Bojangles.
All right. Well, so why is Bojangles number 2? Give me some reasons. Is it because of the advice I've given you?
Yes, that definitely catapult. Well, I loved Bojangles before that. That just took Bojangles to legendary status. But the chicken, I mean, it's as good as you can get, especially from a fast food establishment. Okay, the French fries, delicious. The dirty rice. Oh.
I only get those 2. I don't go no further than that because they macaroni and cheese and green beans are horrible. No. Mashed potatoes, no.
Don't go to Bojangles.
The fries
and the dirty rice.
The fries and bruh. Listen, I gotta admit my sins here. I be asking for the picnic size of dirty rice. I'm sorry. I confess my sins. God forgive me. I've been holding on to that for a long time, man. When I go to Bojangles, man, listen, man, because the meal is so cheap, sometimes I splurge. I'd be like, man, sometimes I'll go there and say, can I get the picnic size of fries? Or can I get, and I'll be like, nah, I want that dirty rice picnic size. Oh, that dirty rice, I don't know what they do to that dirty rice, BD. It is filthy. That thing is a dirty, dirty gal.
It's so good.
She's dirty, BD.
It's so good.
She's so dirty, BD.
And then they got like the breakfast at Bojangles is what really sets it apart. You got the biscuits. You've got the chicken, the chicken biscuit. I get the chicken.
Man, it took me forever, BD. Oh, BD. Oh, you wasn't in town. Oh man, you missed out.
What's up?
They had the 2 Cajun filet biscuits for $5, BD. It took I went there once. I didn't. Okay, Brittany's not online right now, but I went there one time. It got me in trouble.
2 Cajun biscuits for $5. I'm set, man.
Man, I only ate that one time, but man, it took everything in me not to go there over and over and over. Do you understand what that would have did for us in college and high school? even oh man, 2 Cajun filet biscuits, man. Can't listen. During my fat days, I'd be like, all right, 2 for $5. Then it's probably gonna be an extra $1.50 to add egg and cheese to that thing. But I'll go for it. Oh man, and the grape jelly at Bojangles. Oh man, when you put that jelly on your biscuit, and you want to go to Popeyes,
If I don't have the choice of going to Bojangles, Josh,
don't go nowhere else, B.
so I just sit at home and eat tofu. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Make your own chicken.
I don't feel like doing that. It's a lot of work.
Honestly, man, only thing that Bojangles is missing. Oh, do they? Nah, they don't have a liver mush sandwich. But if they had a liver mush sandwich, they better not ever create a liver mush sandwich for $2 for $5. BD.
Either that or make some really good mac and cheese. If they had good mac and cheese at Bojangles.
But honestly, BD, you can't be great at everything.
You can't.
I don't even. There's not a perfect restaurant. If you perfect, I don't trust you. If everything in your establishment is good, I can't trust you.
Okay.
And you understand the market that they're presenting Bojangles to right now. They're not presenting it to us no more.
No, I'm sure they're not.
So they like their macaroni and cheese like that.
They know they've got us. They've got our hearts and minds.
They know, but they was like, we can't trust us. they said we can't trust them. Oh man, they sweet tea too. Oh.
Yep. You get that. What is it? The
Bojangles closed?
Boy, we used to hit up. What is it? That was it $20 family pack or something? You get like 8 pieces of chicken, 2 sides, and a gallon of sweet tea. Woo.
BD Bojangles
biscuits.
They. Oh man! Oh my goodness! I wonder with the family pack would they substitute all your biscuits?
They will. They will.
Bojangles, man.
It's a beautiful thing. You got to check behind them though, because one time we ordered that and we asked to substitute the biscuits, and we put our faith in Bojangles, and they let us down. We got home and they were regular biscuits.
You don't put no faith in nobody, BD. Listen, when it comes to restaurants, I put no faith in no man. I don't care if you honking the horn behind me. I don't care if you got somewhere to go, ma'am. I'm checking these biscuits. I'm checking everything before I put, because that's BD. I've been hurt so deeply, so many times where I left and I trusted them. And I drove 15 minutes here and I get home and I take the shoes off. I don't even open the bag. I take the shoes off. Sometimes I'd be like, you know what? I'm unclean. And I may go take a shower because I really want to enjoy this meal. And then when you open the bag.
No greater disappointment.
That's why I always, but listen, sometimes I drive off and I put that Durango back in reverse. And I'm like, listen, I'm backing back up. I'm checking. And I used to be the person that'd be like, I don't need a receipt. I ask for a receipt for everything. Because when I go home and you didn't give me what I want, I will drive back to you. I will drive back and say, look, yes, I ate half this chicken breast, but still.
Yes, I ate half of this chicken breast. I got hungry on the way back.
I got hungry on the way back, and you owe me a fresh pack of new whatever I need. I'll be real mad if I go back home and I got 4 dry biscuits.
Yeah, man. I was pretty mad, but I forgave him because it's Bojangles. But anyway, that's my number 2, Bojangles. Josh, what's your number?
My number 1, BD, this chicken right here, man. Small little diner in Plaza Midwood. Now, when I say Plaza Midwood, people be like, they make chicken there? Man. This chicken from Diamond Diner. That chicken's so good, BD. I don't know what they do to the bat. Oh man, when you come back to Charlotte, I'm taking a Diamond Diner.
We went that one time. Followed all the good guys' guidelines, but they didn't have any chicken available that day.
That's right. See, your boy was trying to. I was trying to teach you the deeper codes. I was trying to teach you what most people didn't know about, and then they didn't have chicken. You know why they didn't have chicken?
Why?
Because your chicken is that good.
That's normally a pretty good sign.
Diamond Diner's chicken, BD. When you come down, I got you, BD.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
Then we'll go to Bojangles so I can feel like I'm still committed.
All right. My number 1. All of these are regional. I feel bad. The people who aren't in North Carolina probably have no idea what we're talking about. But it is in Charlotte, North Carolina. I think there's only one. Okay. And it is Price's Chicken Coop.
I went there, bro. Overrated.
Overrated.
Come back down to
Okay.
Charlotte.
I've been gone for a little while.
Come back.
I've been
You've
gone
been
for a little
gone
while.
for a while. You've been gone for
They
a
might have
while.
gotten
It's
corporate. They get a lot of the
overrated.
corporate, customers down there on their lunch
Man,
break.
no. You saw how now Price's Chicken Coop before the gentrification, the Price's Chicken Coop before they started changing stuff around there was good chicken. I went down there and I saw Becky in line. I saw the
Oh.
Chelsea's in line and Mark and from the bank. Bob from the
Uh,
bank was there.
I could kind of tell that was happening the last time we went in there, and that's why I said they might be starting to get the business
Man,
people might start.
it wasn't that good, man. I was like, man, this thing tastes like it don't no flavor, BD. I said, man, come on now. Now there was a
Wow.
lot of our people was there. A lot of our people were there, but it was just like what? Like I looked around and saw all these nice apartments and townhomes
I
and
saw it
trolleys
was like
and bicycles.
it was a couple years ago, but yeah, I was like, it used to be gully down in Price's Chicken Coop. I started
Man, you had to go down there. You had to go down there and pray in tongues to make sure you were safe.
right, but last time I was out there,
But the love.
I could see they were putting up
Go ahead.
some new complexes. I was like, oh wow, okay.
Now that's the worst thing that can happen to any establishment is when the surroundings of your restaurant is being gentrified. Then you feel like you got to change your food to meet the new customers, and that's where you mess yourself up. Stay true.
I mean, do they still? My sister up here talking about the slice of Wonder Bread that they used to give you. Do they still give you the Wonder Bread? Did they change that? They got some bougie, you know, uh,
They probably got some brioche bun
brioche
slices,
rye bread or some.
sourdough bread. Like, what is this?
Right. All right.
Getting bougie. My number one. Oh, I already did my number one. All right, let's keep going.
All right. Top in the comments. Let us know what your favorite fried chicken establishments are. And if they're regional to where you are, let us know where you're from. So that way, when we're in your state, we can go holler at that place and get some good fried
And
chicken.
listen, if you got problems about what I said about Popeyes, come see me.
If you like Popeyes, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? If you've never been exposed to Bojangles, or if you're not near a Bojangles, it's perfectly okay to go to Popeyes.
I'm gonna go to Popeyes. I might go tonight. No, I can't go tonight. I'm gonna go tomorrow, and I'm just gonna taste. I'm gonna say, you know what? Maybe I've been giving Popeyes a bad rap. Maybe they should be in my top 5.
They should.
I'm gonna taste them. I'm gonna taste them again and see. I'm gonna taste and see.
All right.
See if they're good.
We're going to have to save some of this stuff for next week because we're like over an hour in, and I'm tired.
BD. No. Oh, you had a whole day off and you messed up productions, BD. It took everything in me not to punch you through the screen, BD. It took everything in me not to say, you know what? Let's try this another week. It's one thing if you've been at work and you was tired all day. And I'm like, oh, you messing up. But, bruh, you rested.
I have 4 kids. I never rest.
Okay, well, never mind. All right, so what are we gonna cut off and what are we gonna keep, BD? Kenneth Mack, bro, you a man of God talking crazy like that. Popeyes is better than Bojangles. What spirit is confusing you?
Kenny.
Whoa, Kenneth.
Kenny
Mack.
Kenny.
Yeah, my wedding, bro. You been cut, bro.
Ken. Popeyes.
Popeyes, come on,
is in
man.
no way,
Kenny?
shape, or form better than Bojangles. It's not.
Kenneth, that's blasphemous, Kenny.
That's blasphemous. What you have just said here on the Good Guys podcast.
Man, you can't trust those people from Florida, man.
That's what it is. Do they have Bojangles in Florida? They have Bojangles in Florida. I'm pretty sure they do.
I probably wouldn't trust Bojangles in Florida. I probably wouldn't trust them in Florida.
Yeah, they probably make with gator meat or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. He got gator jangles, something like that.
Okay. Got it.
I understand, Kenny. Well, when you come to Charlotte, BD, we're not going to Popeyes.
No. I think we're going to skip Smash or Pass this week. We'll say that one for next week. I do want to talk about LeBron and his new school.
Okay.
So LeBron James, you know, being the number one LeBron hater of all time, aside from Skip Bayless.
Listen. I am not a hater. I just hold LeBron accountable.
Okay. So LeBron opened up, I believe it was today, what he calls the I Promise School. Okay, so it's like I guess kind of a charter school of sorts, if you will. He
It's not even a charter school.
No,
It's a full out public school. Yeah, he said it's not. He even said in his interview, it's not a charter school
no,
or a private school. This is a public school.
it's not a public school because I'm pretty sure he has selected the people who are actually going there. Not anybody
Nah,
can just
he
go to the
partnered.
school.
That's why they said the process took a long time because he partnered with Akron School Systems.
Okay, so it focuses on accelerated learning. Okay, it provides job placement assistance for parents, which causes me to believe that not just anybody is going to the school. It has an
Yeah, of course
on-site
not.
food bank. It supports students with stress from economic causes, gives every student a bike to escape dangerous parts of town and explore, and it guarantees free
Wow.
college tuition to the University of Akron to all graduates starting in 2021, which tells me for sure that it is not a public school, because if that's the case, I will be moving to wherever this school is and putting my kids enrolling promptly so that they can get a free college scholarship. However, I think it's a really, a great venture. I think it's something really positive that he's doing. And I think it's great that instead of other athletes, Michael Jordan, he is giving back to his community. Okay, instead of selling his community $200 shoes, he is giving back to his community and underprivileged youth and giving them an opportunity. Josh, I know you don't like anything that LeBron James does. What
Listen,
say
man,
you?
I have nothing against what LeBron James does off the court. I have no problem. I am actually inspired by what LeBron James does off the court. I appreciate his stance in policy. I appreciate even though some things I may not agree with. I appreciate the school. I mean, I have ambitions to create my own public school as well. So that right there it deeply inspired me. You know what I'm saying? But LeBron James on the court is different than Jordan on the court. I don't agree with everything that Jordan does off the court. Okay, I don't agree. But Jordan and LeBron on the court is two totally different things.
Okay, that's fair.
So LeBron James outside of the court, that's amazing. I salute that man. That man is doing amazing work. But when it comes in between those four lines, BD,
He's one of the
Jordan, he's one of that. LeBron is the boat. Jordan is the GOAT. We talked about this.
Okay.
LeBron James is probably the best all-around player of all time, even though that statement is overrated because LeBron doesn't have a jump shot or a post move. When I begin to see LeBron James' jump shot increase and his post moves increase, then I can be able to say he's a great all-around player.
So you didn't
The
watch the
thing that I
playoffs.
want,
So you didn't watch the playoffs.
I watched the playoffs.
No.
I also saw that he passed up a shot that he should have shot over Steph Curry for the win. I saw the way he did his teammates when things wasn't going right. I think LeBron is a very passionate person. I love what he does with his family and kids, even though this is the most polished, non-getting in trouble athlete of all time. It makes me question, this might be too good to be true. So when it comes to basketball, I want a killer, BD. A killer. I don't want somebody who's nice and pass the ball. When it comes to a championship team, the greatest of all time has to have a certain type of internal makeup that makes that person a sociopath killer on the basketball court. I don't want somebody who complains, who's passive aggressive. I would rather play for someone that's aggressive in my face than passive aggressive behind my back. I'd rather be punched in practice by Jordan than to be tweeted on behind the scenes by LeBron James.
You'd rather be punched in the face than be tweeted about.
Yes.
Why?
Because at least I know what you stand for.
Wow. That's an interesting stance. That makes no sense to me. I don't really agree with that theory. I don't think that you
I'm just messing, bro.
have to be like a sociopath killer, to be, the greatest of all time. I think the only reason LeBron's not the greatest of all time is because he came up during a different era where there's more competition, in my opinion. Um,
Man, people need to stop talking like the Jordan era was bad competition. Like the competition now is overrated compared to the style of play right now. A lot of these players wouldn't be as great as they are now if they played in that era.
I think there would. Steph Curry would still be shooting threes from way out here near half court, and there's nothing.
Steph Curry, listen, Steph Curry would have been put to the floor multiple times.
How?
Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan would have checked him from as soon as he gets. You don't think Jordan wouldn't check Steph Curry from the top? I'm talking about when the ball is passed in. You don't think they would have took that as a you're not shooting tonight, like you're not going to shoot anything.
That's
And you listen, screens back in the day, you could punch through screens back in the 90s.
no.
Now you can't really set screens, you can't be aggressive. These players would not be able to last through the tough 90 basketball era.
Yes, they would. And players in the 90s wouldn't be able to survive in today's NBA. So it goes both
That's
ways.
why I'm saying you're right. It does go both ways. I think it's two different eras. But I think if Jordan was dropping 40, 50, 60 points back in the 90s, how many points would Jordan be scoring right now without a hand check?
I mean, he'll get buckets. He'll get buckets, but the only problem is he'd be going against the space and pace basketball where teams are jacking up threes, which is a far more efficient shot than a long two-pointer.
I want to see LeBron James adapt. That's why I think my thoughts on LeBron James on the court play will change after I see him play for the Lakers. I want to see if he can really play in somebody else's system. I want to see if he can really play as a one position player. Like I want to see LeBron be a power forward only. I want to see LeBron James as I want him to be able to trust Lonzo with the ball. I want to see what happens with Lonzo and Rondo. Is he going to let them bring the ball up, or is he going to get so frustrated that he wants to make the players a system around him?
Okay. I mean, I think he's already proven himself over the course of his career. I think he's been, four-time MVP, three-time NBA champion. So I think he's already proven himself, but we'll see what he does in LA. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think LeBron James is the better overall player. I think MJ is the greatest because, I mean, he went 6-0 in the finals. But that's besides the point. What we're talking about right now is that this man opened up a school. And I need you to just appreciate it.
I appreciate that. I think it's awesome, man.
I don't see how you can hate on it.
I didn't hate on LeBron. I never hated on LeBron outside of the court. I only held LeBron accountable on the court. That's it. I grew up in a different era, brother. You probably didn't come into basketball until you was 19 or so. You probably didn't watch Jordan play.
I did.
And so you really can say that you like LeBron James' basketball ability better than Jordan's. Which one would you rather watch? If you can watch them again, well, you can watch LeBron now. But if you can really watch Jordan live, which player would you rather go see play?
I'd probably go see Jordan.
Okay, but thank you for being honest.
Yeah. I mean, But that doesn't take away from the fact that I think LeBron is a better overall player.
LeBron James is a better overall player. He's 6'9" to Jordan 6'6". He's stronger than Jordan. It's a different era as far as access to health, access to techniques that Jordan didn't have. I think LeBron James came in an era that really has systems around him that really makes him a better player. I just think Jordan came in an era where it was just meat and potatoes and weightlifting. No, it was just a different era. I just think LeBron James is a better overall player just by pure anatomy, size. He's just a better overall player. But I bet you Jordan still beats him 2 out of 3 1-on-1.
He might. He might.
That's what I'm
The only
saying.
reason
One
I
on
say it
one.
because Jordan would care a lot more than LeBron would. Like Jordan would like care so much. So yeah, LeBron would like he would try hard, but when it really came down to it, like Jordan would be like ready to die on that court before he lose to LeBron.
That's what I'm saying.
LeBron would
That's
be
what I'm
like,
saying.
I
And
got a business meeting in 30 minutes, so I'm gonna.
this era doesn't care. And we've heard Jordan say many times where he's like, he don't think people care about the game of basketball like he cared and love the game of basketball. I think Jordan is a purist when it comes to basketball than a lot of these guys now. And but he managed, like him and Magic managed to be successful off the court as well. So I think the good thing about LeBron is that he had a blueprint in Jordan. I think if LeBron was the first to do it, I think I don't know. I think LeBron could have been a pioneer too. Don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of his moves is a reflection of Jordan.
I don't think so.
So you don't think LeBron's going to get a team? You don't think he don't want a team like Jordan?
Well, he does, but I think LeBron's moves are in a different lane than Jordan's, though. Like LeBron
Of course.
is like Jordan is like strictly about like profit and money and whatever makes the most money. LeBron is about making money, but LeBron also is concerned with portraying a positive role model for kids. He's about providing opportunities for kids. He's about, especially if, our people. He's about, black excellence and providing opportunities for underprivileged
Oh yeah.
people of our race. Um,
Hmm.
so, Jordan didn't care about any of that. Like he didn't speak out on any social issues. He,
It's a different era, BD. It's a different era. Like to I'm not saying excusing what Jordan did, but the 90s versus now, this climate gives more voice. LeBron grew up in a social media era. LeBron grew up in an era where it's okay to voice your opinion. We had our first black president. Then you have a polarizing president like Trump. I think this climate gives people more of a voice without losing like it's cool now to be pro-black. It's cooler now. There's no loss of revenue. There's really no risk. Like LeBron is not risking much for being political. He's not risking a lot. I think the way LeBron handles his policies and stuff like that, there's no risk like it was a risk for Jordan back in the 90s. It was a bigger risk. I bet you if you was in the 90s and you was trying to be successful and you look at your bottom line, I bet you wouldn't be as pro-black.
I think I would.
Well, that's good to say where there's a camera on you. That's great to say. But I know you, BD. I know you. And so that's what I'm saying is we don't know what we would do in the 90s climate. Do I agree with everything Michael Jordan does? No, I don't agree with everything. But I also think that he 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 probably didn't want to go with the status quo like LeBron is willing to go with the status quo when it comes to the NBA period. Jordan left the NBA for a reason, BD. If you grew up in an era where you got the pressure of a fresh new league, he probably didn't want to deal with these people.
Who?
I'm talking about like the commissioner, the pressure of the NBA, the mob, all that stuff that was surrounding Jordan. And that's why Jordan didn't just leave the game of basketball for no reason, BD.
I don't know about those conspiracies, but it wasn't a new league when Jordan came.
I'm talking about as far as the weight, as far as the NBA's potential was at its freshest.
That may be true, but he still could have done more. Like, I'm sorry, there's just no like.
Oh, you said Jim Brown, Kenny? Jim Brown did what now?
In the civil rights movement. Yeah, I mean that's going even farther back. You talk about Jim Brown, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was major in the civil rights movement.
Muhammad Ali. Yeah, no, you're right, Muhammad Ali. So I understand where you're coming from. There's no excuse for that.
The only reason I didn't bring that up is because they actually did. Well, Muhammad Ali for sure definitely suffered significant loss because of that. Like he got put in jail. So from that aspect, I understand. Back in the day, yes, it was more detrimental to speak out on civil rights issues than it is today in today's climate. So that's why I didn't go there. But
and yeah, and I think that's what warrants LeBron to be a little more vocal because it's not that much risk. Now, there's a difference between standing up for your people in the NBA, which is more of a player friendly league than the Shield in the NFL. So that's different. You see what I'm saying? Like being politically correct and being political in the NFL is different than being political in the NBA. So I just think there's a difference even in different leagues in your policies and political perspectives. But to make this short, because you get tired,
very.
I have LeBron James. What he did for that school inspired me for the school that I want to create. I think what he's doing with his son and being involved. I think LeBron James is a great guy. I never judge LeBron off of him as a person. I judge LeBron based upon his play on the court and how he handles his teammates. That's it. That's all it was. Like, I just didn't like certain moves. I'm more of a killer myself. I'm more of a Jordan. I'm more Jordan than I am LeBron.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
BD.
First of all, you play in the post. That's number one.
No. I'm talking about as far as effort, as far as heart. I'm more of a Jordan than LeBron.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
BD, come see me, BD.
All I know is that if I always knew that if I got you down by more than 5 points, Josh was quitting.
Oh, that's because I wasn't in shape. I wasn't a kid. Listen, I'm talking about when I'm at my peak. Listen, I'll fight you to the death, but I'm also a smart person too. If I'm getting blown out, man, is your mom done with the beef tips and rice yet?
Josh would be done.
I don't got time, man. Once I'm down 5-6 points, and I'm like, you know what? I'm fat and out of shape. There's no need to force.
I'm fat and out of shape.
There's no need to force. Yeah, I'm fat and out of shape. But when I'm in my peak, when I'm in shape, BD, listen. Right. Bro, you remember that time we was at the Children's YMCA and we was down by 19 points?
Mm-hmm.
You was too tired, boy. I came and made like 6 threes in a row.
No, you didn't. You made like 2.
I didn't?
You made like 2. You might have made 2 or 3. And then I took us off.
I know I made 3. But you was tired. I got us to a point where I could do no more. I was like, boy, I said we're down 19 points. And I think what these people gotta understand when they play ball against me, let me be. Leave me alone. Don't call travel on me. Don't try me and be like, there's nothing worse when someone giggles because they're beating us by 15 points. That alone right now, I switch into my Jordan mode.
All right.
You've lost many games that way.
Who? Josh.
Next topic. Let's see.
I'm going to be down there in October, so we can settle all of this.
Come see me, BD. Come see me, BD.
Okay.
Nah. Let's build teams, BD. Let's build teams.
I don't know if you know what I do on a daily basis, Brett. I can go all day.
Let me just set screens for you. Pick and pop, pick and roll, man. Pick and fade.
All right.
It's better together than be separate. All right. One's got to go, and we got to get out of here.
One's got to go. Retro edition, retro video game edition. We're taking it back to your childhood. One of these iconic video game figures has got to go. All right?
All right, BD. Let's go for it. Mm-hmm.
So we've got Super Mario.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Ooh.
Pacman.
And
Donkey Kong.
Man. Ooh. Do I start these? I think I do. Super Mario Brothers taught me brotherhood. It taught me. I was more of a Luigi fan than I was a Mario fan.
Okay.
Mario got all the love. I'm like, Luigi's taller, bro. And he's rocking the green. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Luigi, man, cool. He's faster, too. No, Mario was faster.
Luigi had that bounce, though.
Luigi did have the hops. He was. I'll pick him on my team before Mario any day.
Any day.
That man gets boards.
Snagging him.
Out snagging. But see, the thing about Super Mario, the reason why it cannot go, because it'll get rid of all the Super Mario Brother games, including Super Mario Kart. Super Mario Kart was I could play that right now and it gets intense.
Yeah.
You think Spades is intense?
Yeah, Super Mario Kart was real. It was real. It got real. Over Super Mario Kart.
Man, my favorite play on Super Mario Brothers was the Mushroom Guy.
Oh yeah.
No, Yoshi. Yoshi and the Mushroom Guy.
You
Oh
talking
man,
about Mario Kart?
listen, Mario Kart.
Oh
It's
yeah.
either Yoshi
Yeah, the mushroom.
or
That was
the
my dude.
Mushroom Guy.
Yeah, that was my dude.
Oh man, he hit the curve. He hit the curves
He hit them
just
curves
right.
right,
I'm
bro.
like, man, he hugged it.
Ooh, he hugged the
He
curves.
hugged it like it.
Hugged
They
him like he
hugged the
was hugging the
curves.
block.
Ooh, see, I'll fake people going out to the. I'll fake people like I'm going to the outer lane, and I switched. I hug that tight lane. Ooh, and I swerve in. I get me one of those mystery cubes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
BD, and if I got them shooters, if I got them red shells, I'm gonna let you pass me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Cause I'm about to light you up.
Sniping.
Super Mario's got to stay.
Okay.
What's number 2? Sonic was my dude, BD.
Sonic was so smooth.
I grew up in an era where you had to choose you this day who you would play.
Okay. Check it out.
Because you either go ahead.
Was it just me? Or was like Super Mario was white? Sonic was a black dude.
Sonic was a black dude. You saw his hair, BD, and the kids are wearing their hair like Sonic
dude.
now.
Sonic was athletic, fast, could jump higher.
Sonic was running from stuff, BD. Sonic had to get
Mario
Sonic
just taking his time, just strolling on through. Everything's all good.
The music was great, man. Sonic thing gave me high blood pressure, bro. That music was stressing me out.
Sonic was like, running for his life, yo.
Sonic was running, boy.
From the beginning to the end of the stage, he was running.
Sega Genesis was for the blacks. Nintendo was for the whites.
Super Nintendo was white and gray. The Sega Genesis was all black.
Hey, but we knew Sega Genesis went hard. And what was that Sega Genesis system that it came into play and it left? It was
Sega Saturn?
It was the Saturn was the man, that thing was only in the shelf for like 2 or 3 years.
The Saturn disappeared, man.
I don't even think you can get a Saturn right now. I might go to eBay right now to see if I can get me a Sonic.
Saturn. What games are on the Sega Saturn?
Bruh, come on. Man, when the Sega Game Gear came out, nobody wanted that Game Boy trash.
The Game Gear was lit. Now, the batteries ran out in 5 minutes. So
man, your hands get hot too, BD. I'm like, dang, man.
Yeah, man.
But BD, you didn't get the adapter? You didn't have the plug-in to the wall joints?
And that's the only way that,
Man.
Yeah, if you didn't have the adapter, you was just short with the Game Gear.
Man, BD, man, I ain't never got whoopings like I did because I would not let that Game Gear go. Go to bed, Josh. I disobeyed when it came to that Game Gear. Man. Yeah, I disobeyed. That Game Gear was colorful, bro. I ain't have to sit in front of no TV screen.
Right.
BD, I could take it I could lay down and play.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing about video games as a kid, man, I used to get cricks in my neck. There was no right way of sitting down. Game Gears allowed you to rest.
Yes, it did.
So Sonic the Hedgehog, man, just for the culture, man.
Okay.
Pacman, BD. Oh man, my mom I saw something special in my mom when I watched her play Pacman, BD.
Okay.
My mom was the GOAT with Pacman, BD.
Yeah.
Some of our great times was playing Pacman together. My mom put me on, bruh.
Okay.
I never saw my mom light up, so Pacman has a special place in my heart. Donkey Kong. This is a tough one, B. Donkey Kong was that game, bruh. But the Donkey Kongs, it was just all over the place, BD. Like I felt like with Donkey Kong I had no direction. I felt like I don't remember playing. I mean, I think I played Donkey Kong a handful of times, but it never connected with me. Am I getting Donkey Kong mixed up with what's the little fox guy, little crazy looking coyote fox dude?
Star Fox?
No, not Star Fox. Donkey Kong. What's that dude? He looked like a
Crash Bandicoot.
A rodent. Crash Bandicoot. There we go. Donkey Kong and Crash Bandicoot's 2 totally different things, right?
2 totally different.
Donkey Kong thing has to go because I can't remember playing it.
Okay.
I didn't think I had enough money to get that game.
Okay. Pretty sure it costs the same amount as any other game, but okay.
Most of these games came with the console. I don't think Donkey Kong came with the console.
You might be right about that. That might be the only one that
That's what I'm
might not
saying.
came with the console.
Mom, the only. I mean, even when I got my Nintendo 64, I only had one game. No, two games. I had the uh, 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 Mario Kart, and I had three games: Mario Kart, 007, and I had the WrestleMania.
Okay. All right. So for you, Donkey Kong's gotta go. For
Donkey
me,
Kong's got to go.
Super Mario, we already discussed it. Like, there's too
Oh, I
many,
got nervous.
there's too many games. Like Super
I
Mario,
got nervous, Peter. Oh, the what's the Super Mario game where everybody's like smashing each other, like hitting each other and stuff?
Super Smash Brothers.
Super Smash Brothers, yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So Mario's got to stay. Sonic the Hedgehog is just automatically has to stay just for the culture because you know what I mean. I can't get rid of Sonic and not get rid of Mario because then I just can't do it.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
And plus Sonic was trill. I don't know if you had the Dreamcast, but I had the Dreamcast and Sonic Adventure.
I didn't have Dreamcast, BD.
Sonic Adventure.
See what I'm saying? Sonic Adventure. I didn't even know Sonic had adventures.
He did.
I just had the regular Sonic. You remember the up, down, left, right, ABC start for Sonic? The code?
Yeah. That was like the code for like every video game though. NBA Jam, that would get you all the characters.
Yeah, that was the code. Yeah, that's right, man. Yeah, that's true.
All right. So Sonic stays. Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. It comes between those two. It's kind of blasphemous because it's a classic, but Pac-Man's got to go. Pac-Man's got to go.
Because you never been poor. That's why Pac-Man.
That might be why. I had better.
Man, you never been poor, dog. You had better games to play, but I was getting it with Pac-Man. I was like this.
Oh man, Pac-Man. Well, I mean, it's a classic, man. I spent hours playing Pac-Man. I don't think I ever actually played Pac-Man on an actual video game console. I think I had it like on my computer or something. Like I just downloaded it or something, and I would be bored sometimes and play it. Or like the arcade, like in a general store or something like that. But I mean, it's the same level every time. It's the same level, Josh.
Listen, man, when you at the lowest level, what else is there to play? when you have nowhere else to go, man, you gotta escape the ghost. That's what taught me how to life. Pac-Man taught me about life. Taught me how to get this fruit without being caught by the ghost.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep.
It taught me how to get this fruit, get these coins without getting caught by the ghost.
Wow, them haters, the haters that be.
Them haters, man, them haters try to come around the corner. When I get that big pearl in the corner, now I'm chasing you, boy. When I make it up on top, now I'm coming after you, boy.
Pac-Man.
Don't let me get to the.
Pac-Man was for the streets. Pac-Man was on the block.
He was for the street. He was packing. He was packing with the needle. He had the ruler, BD. Pac-Man was like, don't let me. Now you know if someone comes to your house and you know where your fire's at. Don't let me get to my fire. Baby.
Exactly. You might be chasing after me now, but once I bust that corner and I get that piece,
when I get that corner,
you gonna be running.
I slide like I'm. Now, man, that's why I gotta go see Equalizer 2, man. It just inspires me, bro.
Man, all right.
Don't hate on Equalizer, BD.
I mean, come on. What's the likelihood of him really surviving all the stuff that he does in Equalizer?
Bro, you never had to survive nothing in life. Of course you don't see it.
I mean, he's just human. Like, somebody could just shoot him. Nobody ever just...
Okay, BD. All right, man. Thank you guys so much for watching this podcast, listening.
Do you have your weekly nugget of truth?
Listen, man. Don't let nobody keep you from getting what you got to get in life. Okay? That's all I got, BD. Y'all have a great night. I'm tired.
I don't even know if I could call that a nugget. That was more of a...
Man, let me go through what we talked about. Yeah, forget it.
It's
I don't got nothing for you.
It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we've got for today. It went kind of long, but it's all good. We appreciate y'all listening to the Good Guys podcast. Again, go to YouTube, type in The Good Guys Podcast. Check out the video on the Good Guys Podcast page. Like it, comment, subscribe. If you know anybody that you think might enjoy the podcast, might want a good laugh or two, let them know about the podcast. Josh, you got anything else that you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. You guys have a great night. If you're in the Charlotte area, you can drive to it. Unplugged starts its first Sundays, August 5th. BD shaking his head like he knew about it, but didn't know anything about it until now. But if you're in the area, man, feel free to go to iamunplugged.com, man. You can learn how to come to our first Sundays every first Sunday of the month, and every third Thursday of the month, the mid-month focus. You won't see Brandon there. He never supports me. But I love you guys. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Check y'all out. We'll be back next week. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Peace.
Peace.